Okay, guys, this is a small video that will show you how to use the online compiler so you can complete your very first lab assignment. And I'll also, after that, we'll go over how to do your assignments from the book. Okay, so I need to share my screen. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do when you enter into Canvas, you're going to go to Modules. And then this is not in student view, so let me put it on student view so it's not so confusing. Modules. And then here we got course information. The course information, you have the course software. The online GDB is the online compiler. There was another link to another compiler, but I used this one this summer for a Java class and I really liked it. So here's how you use this. Let me see if I can put my picture. There we go. So for this online compiler, the first thing you have to do here on the right-hand side, you have language. So you have to select the language that you're using. So super cool. You can use all different languages to code using this compiler. So we're going to use C++, and I'll just pick version 17. And with this compiler right here on the top, you have new files. So if you got to create later on, we're going to create like multiple files, then that's how you create a new file. But right now, this is a new file and this is the name of it. If you want to change the name of the file, I believe you can. Okay, this is a new file. You can give it a different name. I thought you could click on the name and give it a different name. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. The name of the file doesn't matter. What matters is this button here where you upload files, because for the first lab, you're going to have to upload some files. And so this is how you would do that, upload. So for the very first lab assignment, then the last thing I want to show you is how to download a file. So once you create your program, you want to make sure if you're just at a stopping point, you want to download it by using this download button so you don't lose it. Or you could save your program, but you have to log in to using one of these three options. So if you download your program, it's going to say, do you want to leave the site? You're going to say yes, leave the site. It downloads it to your downloads. When you open it, it's a file, main.cpp. And actually, it's going to open a different editor that I use for coding, which is not what I want it to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download my main.cpp to desktop. I'm just going to put it down here so you can see it. So I'm just going to drag it to my desktop. And so it was in downloads. Now let's say that I want to re-upload it. So I'm going to go ahead and close. I'm going to delete that. And then, so let's say that I close this and I want to go back into it. So I can go back into it through here, or I can just type online GDB compiler. I was using Java earlier, so it's going to come up as my Java compiler, but I'm going to change it to C++. And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to upload the file that I worked on earlier. So I go to upload and it's on my desktop and it's called main.cpp. And you open it and it uploads the file. It was the same file. So let's say that I delete this and I download it. And now it's in my downloads. So I can go here. Actually, I'm going to exit. So let's say that I exited it the next day. I leave. I go back to online GDB. And I'm going to go back to upload file. This time I'm going to look at my downloads. And I'm going to search for main in my downloads. There's my download that I did today. And notice that it has what I deleted. Okay. Hopefully that was my download. Oh, I deleted something. Okay. So for your very first lab under Canvas, you're going to go to modules. And you have to download the zip folder. So you click on the zip folder and download it. It downloads here for me because I'm using a Mac. And so I'm going to go ahead and just move it to my desktop. When you double click on that, when you double click on this zip file, it's going to extract the files into a folder. So there's the extracted files here. And when I open it, it's going to have these source files. The .cpp files are the source files. This is where there's code. So if I open it, I'll see code in here, okay? C++ code. So I have that there, not a problem. Then I'm going to go ahead and look at the assignment. So if I look at modules again, click on modules, and look at the lab assignment 1 instructions. It's important that you read the instructions for all your lab assignments. So it says 1436 lab1.doc. This is the how you submit assignments, the format. This is just the instructions. So let's look at the instructions first. So first, it's going to tell you the purpose of this lab assignment, what we're using it for. Of course, you're going to do this lab assignment after you've read chapter 1. Okay, so read chapter 1 first. So the very first part of your lab is you're going to complete lab 1.1. It says open, make it this bigger. Open the first prog.cpp program in the lab 1 folder. This is the lab 1 folder that you downloaded. And there's the first prog.cpp, okay? So you're going to open that, you're going to compile and run the program, follow the instructions in the document called lab assignment document format for taking a screenshot of the output and copying the source file to a document. So first of all, let's do step 1, open the first prog.cpp. So I'm going to go here to online GDB. I'm going to click on upload file. I'm going to look at my folder, lab 1 folder. I'm going to open the program and open. Okay, so there's the program, it's called firstprog.cpp. There it is right there. Step 2 says compile and run the program. So I'm just going to run compiles at the same time. So if you run a program, it compiles it and it runs it. Compiling would just be clicking debug. So I'm going to go run. And it says that there are errors in my program. Let's see what errors. Oh, so this file is here. I can't have 2 main programs. So I was trying to see how I closed this file. I don't know if it lets me. I ran into this in class today. There we go. So I'll just delete it. There's got to be some way to delete this file. I'm just not really sure how. Okay, so everything ran great. And then my next step, it says, follow the instructions in the document called lab assignment document format for taking screenshots of the output and copying the source file to a document. So that is found. So if I close this, that's this document here. And I can download both of these documents. So I don't have to go back and forth opening them. So this document tells you how to submit your labs. All your labs are going to be submitted this way. So the first thing that it says is that you have to submit them using Word or a Google document, no PDF files. The reason I don't want PDF files is because if I want to copy your program and paste it to run it, I can't do that from a PDF file as easily. Preferred font and size. At the very top of your document, you're going to put your first name, your class number and section number, the date, and you're going to note any problems with the program. So tell me in advance if there's a problem with your program. Your document must have two sections. First, the output testing results section, followed by the source code section. So you're going to have two sections. First, you're going to have the output, then you're going to have the source code. So for the output, you're going to take a screenshot of the output, put it in a document, and then you're going to copy and paste the source code. So I'm going to show you how to do this right now for the first program that we just did. I'm going to go ahead and open Microsoft Word, create a new document. I'm going to go to my program, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I'm on a Mac, so from the Mac, I'm going to press Command-Shift-3 to take a screenshot, and it puts a screenshot over here. So there's my screenshot. I'm going to go ahead and edit my screenshot. It again. I want to go look for it. Okay. So to edit my screenshot, this is again, I'm using a Mac. It's going to be different than a Windows machine. I press this here for cropping. I'm going to crop it. Sorry. Press that first crop. Goodness. Here we go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show the output. So this is the output. So I can do this and crop it. If it's a really short program like this, we could just copy everything in here. Doesn't matter. And then we're going to press the button that says crop. And then we're done cropping. Done. So the first part is the output. And your picture or your screenshot cropped is going to be on your desktop. So mine is right here. Sorry, I have super crowded desktop. And there's the output. And then, so that's part one, that's the output. And the next thing is going to be, I'm going to copy the code. So just copy it and paste it. Okay. By the way, when you create your program, so before pasting it, go ahead and do this. This is the first program that just writes out a simple message, and then you're going to go ahead and put your name right there. Okay, make sure you have your name on there. And I'm going to explain in the next video, I'll explain what all this is that I upload to your class. Okay, so here we go. So I copy and I paste, repaste it. So this is lab. 1.1. And then I'm going to go back to here. And I'm going to put this at the top. Go to my Word document. So my full name, course number, section number. I think this is section 900. I can't remember. I'll have to look. The date. I was doing, oh, not 32. 2023. And no problems. Okay. Then I would go and do my lab, the second part, lab 1.2. So I have to go back here and this again. And then I do lab 1.2 and follow the instructions for lab 1.2. Okay, so this is how you do your first lab assignment and how you use online GDB. Any files you want to download, remember, press this button. Don't forget, you got to change the language. And then this is to run the program. This is to upload files. Okay. Now, back on Canvas, what's due for this week? Course materials, sorry. Modules. This is what's due this week, right? Chapter 1. And it tells you here, let me look at something. I think I might have your lab assignment set for the wrong due date. I think I do. Let me just double check. Yeah. Oh no, it's not due till September 1st. Okay. So I'm way ahead of myself. It's totally fine. Okay. Chapter 2 discussion. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I had the wrong due date. So going back to modules, syllabus quiz is due Friday. Discussion 1's due Friday. Lab assignment's not due till September 1st. And then lab 1 folder that you're going to use for that. Your chapter 1 quiz is due August 25th. So this Friday. Your reading for chapter 1, it's due this Friday. So to do your reading, you're going to go here to course materials. Remember, you purchased your book when you paid for the class, so you don't have to purchase the book. Guess I had not set up the class. Okay, well, I'll take a look at this and I'll make sure that the reading is set up. I'm not sure what's going on with the reading. But this is where you would go and do your reading assignments, and there are points for the reading assignments. You can, it's going to ask some multiple choice questions as you're reading, and you can redo the questions as many times as you want. It will give you full points. Okay. Well, hopefully at least the lab 1 video helped you some. Okay. All right. Email me if you have any questions and I'll figure out the Rebel book. Hopefully I'll get it working in just a minute. Thank you.